tool that we've had on the show before. But this is a tool that more than 43,000 have been sold. What you're seeing in the video is that moment before we grill out, that we go, do I have enough propane in here? I think so, I'm not sure. Maybe if I just lift it and check, that's not gonna tell us much. This gauge tells you exactly how much propane is on the inside. It also is easy to install because it works with all type 1 connections, but also it has a little light on it. So maybe you're grilling once the sun goes down, or maybe you're using it in a spot where light is not at the optimum. You get to have that little light so that you can read it any time of day. We have one color remaining. Here it is in the gray, and we have it on a clearance price of $24.48. There are only 1,400 remaining, and it's from Henning Lee. Henning Lee is a brand that I've seen in different organizational stores, different home stores. They always inspire confidence, and they're always really well made. I just want to do this right out of the gate to show you. That's a brass fixture that's on it. This is sturdy. It's going to last you for a long time. It's case 63192, and we have easy pay. 3 easy payments of $8.16. Now, my friend, Chef Jeremy Parker, actually, I should say our friend, is joining us back to talk to us all about it. Because quite frankly, Jeremy, I get it. It's cold here in PA. We may not be grilling outside right now, but a lot of folks have already started their grilling season and are getting a jump by getting this home.
Yeah, right. And I mean, we all also have space heaters. Right. So there's a lot more uses for propane. You have a propane fire pit. We have a little space heater in my backyard, or a propane grill. My wife asked me if I was grilling yesterday, and I said no because the wind blew the cover off my grill. So I actually wasn't grilling. But you know how windy it was. It like blew. I went out, but I put it back on. Anyway, so this is a way to check how much gas you have. And I love how Mark Charles says, I'm filling in for Mark Charles. You would never drive a car without a gas gauge. So this lets you know, don't grill without a gas gauge. Now, all you're gonna do is normally you have your piece attached to this. You're gonna just hook it up, disconnect that. This goes in between the two. So I'm indoors, so I don't have a grill here. And you just finger tighten this on. You don't need tools, just tighten that so it's there. Let me turn it towards the camera so you can see. And then just turn it on, and there, ta-da, shows you I have about a half of a green ready to go. When it gets to yellow, you're getting low. When it gets to red, that's it. And then when you're done, close the tank, pull this off. Now just leave this on here, by the way. This lives on here at all times. Just leave it there. Whenever you turn it on, it'll tell you how much you got, but make sure this is closed here. You can pull this off here. Maybe you have 4 or 5. If you have a big property, maybe you have a few tanks laying around, test them. See how much gas is in them. Don't take back a tank where my dad used to pick it up and shake it and it's got about another hour. Like, you never know how much it actually has. So this way you're not wasting gas because they don't, it's not like your car. They don't fill it up by how much you need. You get charged for one full reload. So
now, our friend Mark Charles Masilli put a video together for us, and he's going to walk us through the demonstration. Jeremy, let's watch our buddy in action together.
Oh, okay.
5 simple steps to show you just how easy it is to use the Henning Lee propane tank pressure gauge. Step 1. Make sure your gas is off and unscrew the existing regulator. Safety tip. There is a safety valve in the tank that will not allow gas to escape unless a device is attached to it. Step 2. Screw on the gas pressure gauge. There is no need for tape or tools, just tighten by hand. Another tip. Move the gauge face once installed for easy reading. Step 3. Reinstall the regulator on the gas pressure gauge and again, just hand tighten. Step 4. Open the gas tank and check the meter needle to accurately see how much propane you have. Also, check out the light feature. Step 5. Always shut the valve off on your tank when not in use and leave your Henning Lee propane tank pressure gauge attached for easy reading.
And Chef Jeremy, fun fact, he was playing the electric guitar and installing this Henning Lee at the same time. That's how talented he is.
I was saying, that was kind of some groovy music there. I was like, yeah, it was fun. I don't know. Fun video, MC. Hi, if you're watching. Hi, MC.
Thanks, MC. But you know what, Jeremy? I mean, this is that tool that really takes the frustration out of an event. You know, when we have people over And we can get stressed out by the littlest things. And it's awful to say, oh, come over, I'm gonna make my world famous barbecue chicken. Well, then you go to slap it on the grill and guess what? It's not hot. How come? Because I don't have any propane. Gah! Just make sure when you go to get that tank refilled that you keep your gas gauge with you at home. We've been hearing from folks that these have been a hot commodity when they return their tank if they forget to take them off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, like they somehow get their tanks filled, but you don't get this piece back. And you know, I love that you also said, by the way, that this is brass. So why is that important? Because no matter how hot it is, how cold it is, from the hottest day in the Death Valley, California, to the coldest frigid night in the Antarctic, this is not going to seize up. It's brass, so you can use this. It's all weather temperature. It's not going to rust or corrode. You leave it on your tank, and then again, all you do is just hand tighten. I just hand tightened this on. Turn on the tank. You can see where you're at here, and you can twist this so you can see it. Just make sure that's hand tightened on there, and then turn the tank on, and there you can see I've got about half of that tank ready to go. And of course, if it's nighttime, there's a little light there. You can turn that on. That's always helpful.
That's nice.
Yep, always nice little thing. Henning Lee thought of everything. And then you just close this up. And like so, and if you're replacing the tank, just leave this connected and just pull this off so that the next time you take the tank off, let's say that's gone. Okay, here's a new tank. And then all you do is just reattach it here. And that's all you have to do.
Well, and that's what I was going to ask you. My last question for you, Chef Jeremy, is on QVC.com, it says this works with a type 1 connection. How do I know that that's the type that I have?
They're all, I mean, unless you have a big, massive industrial tank, every piece you're going to buy at any hardware store is going to be this type 1. Yeah,
Fair.
Grills, heaters, all that. It's anything propane. That's a type 1.
And the fact that it's got the little light so that you can see means no more worries. You can have your barbecue season of spring 2023 be the best yet. And we have that clearance price of $24.48. We only have 1,200 remaining, so do not miss out. There is a no reorder situation on them, so grab it while we got it. It's case 63192. Now, Chef Jeremy, may I ask you to come back one more time?
Yes, ma'am. It would be my pleasure.
Thank you, my friend. We'll see you shortly. Thank you so much. Hey, still